So, by now, I'm guessing you've all heard what PewDiePie said. A couple of days ago, PewDiePie was streaming PUGB or PUBG, I can't remember which one it is. But during the stream, PewDiePie said this.
What a fucking... Jeez, oh my god, what the fuck? Sorry, but what the fuck?
Oh. Oh no. Why would you say that? Now let me start this video off by saying I don't really think PewDiePie is a racist. I've never truly been a PewDiePie fan. I've kind of watched him on again, off again sometimes. Kind of depends on the day and how I'm feeling. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that what he did didn't bother me in some type of way. The reason behind that is this. PewDiePie is the face of YouTube. Whether his channel, a lot of people argue his channel is dying. Regardless, he's still the man with 60 million subscribers. He's still seen as the face of YouTube. Which means he still has the most reach of anybody on YouTube. Now, I never personally cared about the Nazi stuff. I remember everybody freaking out about that. Honestly, I didn't really care. I thought it was stupid when everybody was freaking out about it. I was like, it's clearly a joke about YouTube heroes that for some reason nobody else got. And the other one where he told the people that something like, he said something horrible, some horrible Nazi term or something. I can't remember. But even that was a joke, as in like, I wasn't, I didn't actually expect him to do it. He actually made a joke about it, but somebody actually went and did it, and he wasn't expecting that at all. Of course, everybody blew that way out of proportion and calling him a Nazi, calling him a racist, but he wasn't really a Nazi or racist in any of those scenarios. And then this stream happened. Let me start off by saying the N-word to me is possibly one of the worst words in the dictionary. I don't even think it's in the dictionary, but just period. I don't say it. I hate when other people say it. I honestly try to never use that word at all. Now, if it bothers me when black people say it, you better bet you're behind that it bothers me when people who aren't black say it. Because people gotta realize this isn't a word that black people made up. It's not just a term of, like, we just randomly out of nowhere just came up with the word, the N-word, as a term of endearment just out of nowhere. That was a derogatory term given to us by people who captured us as slaves. That was a derogatory term. Being the N-word a long time ago was literally being the lowest of the low. You were probably lower than the trash they took out in the morning. Another thing that bothered me is that there was literally just no context for it. It came so far out of left field that it took me back when I first heard it. Because he's playing a game and he just gets mad and then says the N-word. In fact, he said it so casually, it makes me wonder, does he use this term a lot? And if you want my honest opinion, I believe he does. But I would prefer the biggest YouTuber on YouTube to keep that in his personal life. I don't really care if you say it as long as I don't hear it. Say it to your friends, say it to your buddies, say it to your family. Hey, call your baby cousin it. I don't care. The moment your newborn child comes out the room, say, what's up, my N-word? Just don't invite me to the birth. This is a word that racists know trigger black people, because the ancestors of these racists gave us that term. So when PewDiePie says it, or really any white person in particular, because those are the ones that basically had us as slaves, yeah, you should really expect a response out of a black person. Now, I've heard white people use this word, I've heard Mexican people, I've heard Asian people, Indian people use this word, I've heard them all. And usually it really doesn't bother me. But that's mostly because I know these people don't have a huge following around them, especially and mostly kids. I'm thinking of all the little kids watching PewDiePie that watches him say that word and now they just feel free to say it. It's stuff like that that indirectly starts racism. Because once the kids hear the word, they're gonna feel free to use the word, and once they get called out for using the word and get shamed for using the word, then they're gonna hate the people who shame them, indirectly creating racist. Now, I know that sounded like some type of Illuminati formula, but it makes sense when you think about it. Because while I'm not a fan of PewDiePie, I truly don't believe he's a racist at all. I don't know, maybe I haven't watched him long enough to. Back in the day, I was a bigger fan of Tobuscus than I was of PewDiePie, back when Tobuscus was the bigger gamer. But regardless, this is wrong. PewDiePie is quite possibly the biggest, in fact, not quite possibly, he is the biggest name on YouTube, and by default, the biggest role model on YouTube. I know that sucks, because nobody wants to be a role model on YouTube sometimes. Like, I might want to be, but others don't. Others want to, create their unique content, edgy, and it's funny sometimes, and I love that kind of content sometimes. I love when people do that. But at least have context for it, or make it funny. I know iDubbbz have said the same thing, but at least when he does it, it's more of a satirical way. He makes it funny. He doesn't just say it out of spite, like PewDiePie did. PewDiePie just said that out of nowhere. No context, no nothing. So do I believe PewDiePie is racist? No. Do I believe he uses the N-word quite frequently in his real life? Yes. Does this make me like PewDiePie a little less? A little bit, kind of. But this is not something that I'd be like, I want his channel to be over, because that's ridiculous. That's years and years of hard work PewDiePie has put in, just taken away because of possibly one word, and that is never ever called for. However, I do hope the video that he streamed with, I hope that one video is demonetized. That's the only one, though. And I pray to God we don't have an Adpocalypse 2 because of what PewDiePie just said, because he did basically affect how it was the last time. He's not the biggest reason for it, but he did have some part in it, and hopefully they don't change and go back to doing doing the exact same thing because it's already hard enough now. I mean, YouTube is demonetizing my videos. I had a girlfriend vlog with a bloopers video. Bloopers. I had a girlfriend vlog with bloopers and they demonetized that video. Why? There was nothing, there was no curse words in it. There was no, like, nothing shown that was bad. There was literally nothing but me and my girlfriend goofing around. And yet my video got demonetized. Well, I did throw a pencil at her. Does that count as domestic abuse? But anyway, guys, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and comment. Of course, let me know what you guys think about this whole PewDiePie. Let me know what you guys think about this whole PewDiePie situation down in the comment section below. I love to hear your thoughts and opinions, as you probably enjoyed hearing mine, or maybe you hated it, because I do expect a lot of dislikes on this video from people who might hate my opinion, and likes from those who do like my opinion. That always happens. I'm expecting it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and comment. Of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.